Welcome back, dear viewers. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Hala Kuwait on KTV2, the family channel. And I'm pleased to be joined by our distinguished guest here, Mr. Abdullah Ashkanani, who is a spokesperson of the PR and Media Department at EPA. We'd like to welcome you to the show, and good evening.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
Now, Mr. Abdullah, we'd like to ask you, what makes Jahra Nature Reserve special compared to other natural areas in Kuwait?
Jahra Natural Reserve was established without any interference by human. So it's very wide, very huge. It's 18 kilometers wide, and there are no interference. So it grew by itself over time, except we do some treated seawater inside the Jahra Natural Reserve, and because of its spot. The location of the Jahra Natural Reserve locates in Al-Jahra, north of Kuwait. So it basically like the middle of a lot of areas around Kuwait, different countries. So it's a very nice spot for birds and migrations and animals to live in.
You mean the migratory birds that pass by?
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, when was the reserve established, and why was it important to protect this area?
It was established in 1987, but it was opened, if I'm not mistaken, around 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Opened for the public?
For the public, yes. We try to preserve the environment over there. It has its own beauty because it shows how the environment of Kuwait and the natural plants and animals are living there as well. So it makes it very unique for them, for Kuwait, as a very unique spot for animals and environment to grow in that area. And it's growing rapidly. Also, we have did some plantings around the borders of the Jahra Natural Reserve, which we can see the results right now.
You know, this is amazing to hear, because there is this misconception that Kuwait doesn't have this sort of life or ecosystem. But from what I can learn from you is that there is, and it's thriving.
It is. We have our own ecosystem, and we have our own type of plants, trees, and also animals, birds, and reptiles, and everything. It's there, but we don't see it. We're used to having like the idea of an ecosystem that we have a lot of animals and also a lot of greens and trees. That's not exactly how it looks like here in Kuwait, because we are a desert country.
Yes.
So we suffer from a lot of let's say land. Moreover, regardless of we have the Gulf area, but we are a hot climate weather. So the hot climate weather has own type of species and birds and animals and reptiles as well. And also plants and trees, they grow there. They have their own specific types. So they grow in the natural reserve. If you could pass by, you will see them a lot over there.
What about the birds? You mentioned the birds. What type of birds and wildlife can visitors see throughout the year?
We do have, especially this season, you can spot the black spotted eagle. We call it agab.
Yes.
So we have around 6 of them. During the season, you will see them flying over the area, all over the place, and they do also migrate to different countries if it's the off season. What I mean by off season is not in winter. So when it comes in a hot summer, they would move to another countries and come back again to that specific spot. Along with, we have also flamingos. Flamingos is just right next to the coastal area of the Jahra Natural Reserve, which is basically a connection between a Doha. So the Doha area, there is a sea over there. So you can see if the tide is up. So you can see if the flamingos are coming very close. Beautiful. They have this beautiful pinkish color. And we have different type of birds. Of course, you know them. We call them.
In Arabic?
Yeah, in Arabic we call them. Mina or
yes.
Zuri, whatever we call them these. But the most important ones are the eagle, and we also have the flamingos. Moreover, we have owls. We have spotted owls before.
In Kuwait?
In Kuwait.
This is incredible.
Yes.
Owls. So would you say the best time is now, or?
It is. It starts with winter. So when it becomes cold weather, starting from November until, let's say, February, it's a very nice weather to visit there, and you will see a lot of animals, birds, ducks, all types over there. Yes.
So why is Jahra Nature Reserve important for migratory birds?
Because it has all the, as you just mentioned earlier, the ecosystem. The ecosystem is there. Let's say I would call it pools. There are pools over there, the plants and trees and type of insects and animals are there. So the birds, they take it as a spot to migrate. Some of them they stay and some of them they leave.
I see.
Yeah. So it's very nice for them to have it as a spot. The animals, when they migrate to Kuwait, they take that huge area spot because it has a lot of thriving life for them to pass by and sit there for a while and then leave, or some of them they just take it as a permanent spot for them.
So it sounds like it's more than just a local responsibility. It's actually like a global responsibility that we need to take care of such a reserve.
Yes.
To preserve these migratory birds.
Yes, exactly. Yes. We have the biodiversity department over there. They're doing a great job on preserving the life in Jahra Natural Reserve. And since you mentioned that, we also have people coming from abroad. They come during the season, they have heard of Jahra Natural Reserve. They come in, they are, let's say, travelers, so they like to take some videos and post them in their social media channels. So they take it as a documentary for them. Yeah.
Very nice. Now, can you tell us how does the reserve contribute to environmental awareness in Kuwait?
It's very nice to take it as an example that we have these this life is in Jahra Natural Reserve. We take it as an example that when we protect the environment without destroying the plants, with preserving the animals and the water without any human interference, you will see that area will grow. So if you would take actions for a human intervention, it will destroy the plants. So our responsibility, us living in Kuwait, is to protect the environment by doing the best practices for that, and also abide by the environment protection law of Kuwait.
Of course, yes, I see. Well, Abdullah would like to pause there, as we do have to show a report to our dear viewers, and we'll continue with our questions. Dear viewers, we'll move on now to this special report that we have prepared. Let's watch it together, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, dear viewers, and I'm pleased to be joined once again with our special guest, Mr. Abdullah Ashkanani, who is a spokesperson of the PR and Media Department in the EPA. Now, Mr. Abdullah, we'd like to ask you, what role does the reserve play in protecting Kuwait's natural biodiversity?
We have our team as a matter of PR department. We do our role in, let's say, doing awareness campaigns regarding the Jahra Natural Reserve, what type of species are there, and what do we do in order to protect the natural life in the reserve. And also we have the biodiversity department in EPA. They are located in the Ras Al Arab, but they have also their own department for the reserves section department. They do their job in order to protect the Jahra Natural Reserve. We have installed some cameras around the Jahra Natural Reserve. It's already fenced. It has some fencing all over it because we had issues before on breaches through the fences, where people are and they keep shooting down birds just for fun, for the fun of it. So whoever takes some action regarding that, it will be captured and sent to prosecution.
There is, of course, fines for such things.
Definitely,
yes. And that's a great segue for this next question now for the public that are watching at home that want to visit this reserve. And can you tell us what activities are allowed for visitors? What are some of the regulations that are in place to make sure they preserve it and not interfere with the reserve itself?
Well, basically, Jahra Natural Reserve is open for public since November until February. People can visit the Jahra Natural Reserve since 9 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. They can take quick tours inside. So we have two different ways. One way is they can go and book an observatory in the Natural Reserve. We have 3 of them. We have Observatory 1 and 2 and 3. So each one has its own view. It's basically like a higher ground area where people, they can take a tour with one of the staff members of the EPA through golf carts. So they take a tour around the Jahra Natural Reserve, because I wouldn't advise for people to go there. It's not allowed for people to walk in around the Jahra Natural Reserve. It's for safety reasons. And also not to get lost between the bushes inside the Jahra Natural Reserve, because as I mentioned, it's 18 kilometers wide. It's very huge. So it's
so with this cart, they have like designated routes.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
So they take a quick tour around the area, so they can go to each spots. We have the coastal area. We have also the observatories. They take quick tours, and then for the people who pre-booked the observatory number, either 1 or 2 or 3, they would stop there and they enjoy their couple of hours or 1 hour time over there, depending on the reservation through the website. We have another type of reservation for people, just walk-ins. They can easily go to the website and have a quick pay. It's only 2 KD per person to enjoy a quick tour with one of the representatives of EPA through golf on the golf cart. And they would take a tour around quick tour around Jahra Natural Reserve. It would take approximately like 30 minutes, and they would come back. So we have an outside area of the Jahra Natural Reserve. So the outside area is a spacious area. They have a nice seating area with a great view around for
amazing.
Yeah, overlooks the Jahra Natural Reserve and the bushes over there. Moreover, we have some kids area. The kids can play around. They can enjoy their time, just walk in and enjoy the weather and the environment and the natural reserve.
Well, there you have it, dear viewers, so that people can have a nice family day.
Yes.
And I'm sure the photographers or the photography lovers, of course, will go crazy for the pelicans during that season.
All the time.
Yes, yes.
All the time.
I can imagine. Now, can you tell us, Abdullah, how does Jahra Nature Reserve support scientific research and education?
Interesting question. We have many students, or let's say PhD holders and also researchers coming to Jahra Natural Reserve in order to observe and to look for the natural life of Kuwait. So they take a lot of information regarding type of seawater over there and the birds and the type of animals and the plants. So they take a quick tour with one of the representatives as well. They take down notes and it helps them out to understand more about the nature of Kuwait.
I see.
Yeah.
And what challenges does the reserve face today, and how are they being addressed?
The challenges we have is to protect the environment and that matter. So we are doing our best in order to keep it away from human intervention. So we leave it for the animals. We have our own routes around the Jahra Natural Reserve, but we take extreme safety measures in order to protect it. So because any kind of incident, for example, a throw of cigarettes, for example, in the bushes could lit up everything. That's how sensitive. It will
set the whole place on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why we have very strict rules regarding that, and also we do a lot of awareness campaigns. The challenges we face as a PR department in matter of awareness is to reach the maximum number of citizens or people residing in Kuwait as well.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's important, I think, the message to send to the public, whether it's nationals or expats or visitors, it is a responsibility as well as you can come and be a spectator, I believe.
Exactly. And moreover, we are doing our best in order to make it, let's say, a touristic place for people to understand, or whoever is visiting to Kuwait, they would know that there is a Jahra Natural Reserve. They want to visit because it's a touristic area. So we open it for that season.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, Can you tell us what message would you like to share to the public about preserving nature in Kuwait? You touched on it, but can you expand, please, for our dear viewers watching at home?
The most important part is to focus on protecting the environment of Kuwait by knowing the environment protection law, and also to avoid any bad practices could harm the environment from land, water and air. It's very important for us because as we are human beings, we live in this country. So it's very important not to harm any land or any type of animals living in Kuwait, because that would harm us as well at the end, because it's an ecosystem. Any intervention could destroy it.
Well, Abdullah, it was very nice having you and sharing your insight, and thank you for stopping by for a short time and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here today, sharing this information for the public and with you, and thank you for having me again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, dear viewers, that concludes the interview with Mr. Abdullah Ashkanani, who is a spokesperson of the PR and Media Department, EPA. Now we move on to this special report that we have prepared. Let's watch it together and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.